Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18, go.
They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? About last week's game, the number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, ready? Cowboys,
back to throw. Sheffield. They'll find McMillan here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to DK. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chinray DK. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Got able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 range, the set, Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you... And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Bills 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this Buffalo defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Cowboy 8, Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Warriors 70, 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down. It's Haynes. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
The
Bills at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Haynes. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 43, here's second and a couple.
Come on. 18. 60.
Looking to throw. Sheffield. And he's caught. McMillan with it. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake. Sheffield. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And
able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's into the clear. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
21, Jets 14.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. They looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
70 Rangers. 70. Here we go. Here we go. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Chimere Dike, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bills 41.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
The mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back that check about thoughts and memories that's adding overseas.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. To try here for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Sheffield. They go to Hillman on the screen. Down the sideline he goes. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. McDonald makes the catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
42. Bills 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Cowboys, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Drops it off for Hillman. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Got it. Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, come back in. 60 by 6. Warriors 70. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Sheffield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Viking, 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Off play action. Sheffield. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Bills 35.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Hurry! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
70 Lions! Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. Haynes to the 27-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now.
2nd and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go. Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Jets 49, Bills 42.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Cougar 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw. Sheffield. That's complete to DK. Spins by. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready,
Up the middle, Hillman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Sheffield.
They'll dump it down to Hillman.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now it's Richardson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Ready.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hillman. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sheds off the tackle.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Hawk, set, ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jets 56. Bills.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Sheffield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight. Here we go. Strike. 60 Bisons. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
19 Tigers.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long.
18.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Haynes. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready. Mustang 19. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go. Bronco Elite.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll try to run some clock with Hillman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Broncos. Here we go. go, Shaq. 76, come 19, come 19. Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Sheffield. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Panther streak. Here we go. Here we go. 60, 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Sheffield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Sheffield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. And it's a sack and a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try to finish it ourselves.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a...
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Big tight end over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
70. Bills 56.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Here we come, my team. Cut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Haynes. Here's second down.
Number 27. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. But just over a minute to go in the football game. Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
63.
So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They give it this time to Hillman, up the gut. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Hillman again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now a handoff. It's Hillman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our